Tennessee whiskey, you gotta keep it low again.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for
kind of risky.
We've got our special guest out here, Gott Byam. The two duos are incredible up in North California, Oregon, and Colorado areas. They rock your world. Steve, why don't you give us a quick promotion of what your band, who your band members are, and tell us a little bit something about y'all.
Well, we kind of collaborate with some folks out in Nashville. It's pretty much Johnny and I as a partnership as songwriters, and then we kind of piece together the rest of the format. It's Jack Chopper Wilson. He's out of Alabama. We have Sid Walker on fiddle.
Sid's a good fiddle player.
Yeah, he's all right. He can hold his own. We got Mike Patrick on keys. We have a myriad of drummers.
Myriad?
Yeah, Joe Gimbroni to name well, Joe's on a few. Brooks Liggett.
Yeah.
One of the Hyatt brothers out of Nashville. Hyatt brothers did quite a bit of our work on the most recent stuff. They've got a shop out there working with people all over the place. Kevin Brewer on bass. Who else played bass for us? We pretty much have an all-star cast.
Next question.
Yeah, next question.
Okay, so when you first wanted to write songs and to be a performer, was there a particular incident, or did someone in particular inspire you?
I inspired him.
Well, Johnny's been
I've been playing forever. I totally inspired this guy, but he's an excellent songwriter. So I work with him forever. It's great.
Johnny's been rocking for quite a while. For me, it was just one instance where I walked into a church, and the next thing you know, I started. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. You'd think divine inspiration. For some reason, the next 2 weeks, I wrote.
Walked into a church.
Pastor said
the band began to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that, man.
Yeah,
See how good he is.
Yeah. Well, at any rate, a pastor said, I feel like the Lord wants me to tell you it's time to begin your work, and your work will come to you as you walk. And I thought he was crazy. In the next 2 weeks, I wrote 12 songs. Never played an instrument or sang in my life, and never listened to country music unless I was on a long drive with my parents. So it wasn't that I hated it; it just wasn't my forte. And
I didn't know that.
Hooked Up with Johnny was a local band. When I was in Red Bluff, California, we instantly clicked and pretty much hammered out those songs, and have been writing together ever since. And we just kind of pick up players along the way. People have been real supportive, and we try to make it all about the listener.
Hi, how you doing?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Steve.
Feel free.
You're saying it all. No, me and Stevie, we get along good. And I write the music. He writes a lot of lyrics, and we get down and we work. And that's basically what we do. And just work it out really hard. And when we record, it's really fun. We get to bring in a lot of good friends of ours and have a good time doing it. Over.
Well, that leads me to the next question. What was your most common problems when you were writing those early songs? And who or what made them better?
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Well, I'd say our biggest obstacle is probably geographic, because we have lived far away from each other, and we still seem to get together and have a little magic when we do get some time to concentrate on writing. And I guess the biggest assist and what helped it all pretty much come together was probably when we started going out to Nashville, playing the Bluebird, meeting some people out there, and kind of establishing ourselves where you'll either make or break in the business is out in Nashville. You either float or sink, and we actually really like going out there.
It's really fun when we go to Nashville. It's really a blast, and we float the whole way through it. And we don't know if we're sinking or not, but we do float all the way through it.
We have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. We love to go out to Nashville, and we want to go out there lots. Yeah. And we want to own a Cracker Barrel someday. Sorry, but that's our dream. We want to be successful enough to own a Cracker Barrel.
I just like eating there. It's just good. Yeah.
I've put a share profit into their stock myself. I've
Nice
eaten it.
job.
Good taste. Good
So,
I've eaten there.
you do banking like that. Did you see the Dow today, though, by chance? I
Yes.
don't know. Cracker Barrel probably goes up every day. Their food's delicious.
Especially during the summertime, when all the travelers are out there.
Yeah.
So you never know. I might see you at the next Cracker Barrel.
Right by the Grand Ole Opry.
There you go.
We'll have you for our grand opening.
Sweet.
Please.
Hey, I've got that on record now. So what?
Yeah, I'd love to have you.
What do you think is most inspiring for you to write a song or the music? What inspires you the most?
Tragedy. Tragedy and heartbreak, man. And liquor.
For us, there's a combination of ways that it comes about. Sometimes Johnny will have just music that, he comes to me with. Sometimes I'll be out on the route and, different scenarios inspire me. It can come quite a few different ways. A lot of time it's real life, it's art imitating life. And
our songs are all about our lives and how it, affected us. And
not always.
Oh, yeah, Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah. How many by primarily?
Hello,
that might be
Tennessee whiskey,
okay.
dude.
He lives in the bottle. I'm okay.
I do not.
I'm okay. I don't have a problem with choosing bottle over women. I like women more than whiskey. Okay, get that on record.
Wow.
I do like whiskey, but I
alcoholic.
do have my priorities straight. Tennessee whiskey is in fun. It's all in jest. Nobody has an alcohol problem here.
Oh, really?
No. We really don't. We take good care of ourselves. Well, I take good care of myself. I don't know what he
I go
does.
fishing and play rock and roll. So.
Yeah, he's a rock star. That's
not.
just the way it is.
Hi, James. How you doing?
So when you're creating these songs, especially Tennessee Whiskey, what came first, the song or the lyrics?
Okay. Well,
Actually, it was the riff, dude, because the riff is the whole tune. It's the hook. And then we were in Nashville, and we were driving by the plant where they make
Jack
the
Daniels
lovely whiskey.
inspired it, right?
We just
So
it
that-
is just like that. Tennessee whiskey. Bam.
So I threw
Genius.
So I threw a couple former relationships in there and kind of colored up the last parts of the verses, like
Wrong.
Well, they may have really happened to him, but I've never been busted choosing the bottle over a woman. That just doesn't happen.
Oh, here we go back to the women. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Richard Petty back here, maybe.
So what guidelines? No,
What's that?
I was about to say, with all your songwriting, with all your songs out there, what guidelines do you follow, or have they changed throughout the year?
We don't have any guidelines. What's a guideline?
Guideline is
We actually just
different lift, different sections, verses.
Under the gate. He got out.
Sorry, we had a little puppy dilemma. Guidelines, we just kind of, as long as it's not too scandalous, and to be honest with you, Tennessee whiskey was on the verge of being a little bit too risque for us, but we figured people would take it in the right light, so we went about doing it anyway.
Or our guidelines of writing music. Is that what you're talking about, James?
Yeah.
Our guidelines are going down to my pond, sitting down, having a couple of beers, and writing music. It's about that easy because once it's hitting you, he's got the ideas, I got the ideas, we nail it, and it's really fun.
And so
And it's that easy to me. Those are my guidelines of writing. You ready to write? Let's write. Let's have a good time, and let's just, open it up and bam.
Was it a lot easier with your next CD that's coming out?
The next CD?
Yeah. Y'all been together this long?
No, right. What he's talking about.
Right now,
The halfway.
Yes.
halfway's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, it was a lot easier. It would be really scary if we were allowed to lock down for a week or two and just concentrate on putting out music. And that's ultimately what we want to do. We want to write music for other artists and, kind of get it out there. But we really don't have those resources as of yet. So right now we're putting our best foot forward and seeing if anything can come from it.
All right. So which songwriters do you admire the most?
Oh, there's a wide variety. For me, Dolly Parton to Jim Croce to...
Notice he says Dolly Parton first.